بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum guys once again. We are continuing off with uh, reading without Tashkeel. Last week we didn't have a class, but alhamdulillah, we are continuing today. I think the last time we did the story of Idris alayhi salam, and today we're going to do the story of Nuh alayhi salam. So we are going in order of the prophets until the end. So I don't know if there's anybody who wants to participate. Read. Yes, Fahima. Let me make it big enough. Okay, there we go.
Restart, Sister Ilham?
Yes, please.
Excuse me. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قصة نوح عليه نوح.
What would be the حركة on قصة?
قصة نوح عليه السلام. يعد نوح أدى is to count, right, sister?
But in this case, it's considered to deem something. So it's actually passive. So it is considered, or it is considered is a good word. It is considered. So now,
Right.
because it's the
Consider.
yeah.
يعد نوح يعد نوح عليه السلام أول رسول أرسل إلى الناس.
Yes.
أول رسول أرسل إلى الناس وهو أحد أولي العزم من الرسول. من الرسول. I'm sorry, من الرسول. Yes. Should I translate this?
Yes, please.
The story of Nuh alayhi salam. Nuh is considered as first of the messengers which was sent to the people, while he is one of the people of Azm. Azm means power, strength.
Yeah, so there are, there's all the messengers, and then you have the ulul azmi, which are like they're the special kind of elite group of messengers, if you will. So Noah is one of those elite group of messengers, if you will. Yes.
So one of the elite members from the elite messengers from the elite members from the messengers is لبث في دعوة قومه إلى دعوة when he was
دعوة قومه مضاف إليه.
Okay. إذ لبث في دعوة قومه إلى توحيد الله 1000 سنة إلا 50 عاما. When he was sent to invite his people towards Tawheed of Allah, 950 years, for 950 years.
Yeah. Literally is 1000 less 50, but 950 is fine.
Yeah, 950 years. Illa 50 means less 50 years. So 950 years.
Yes.
ودعاهم إلى ترك عبادة الأصنام, and he invited them to leave the worship of idols. التي لا تملك ملك يملك تملك is okay. تملك. So it's which did not have power. التي لا تملك لهم ضرا ولا نفعا, which do not have power to harm them or benefit, or to harm or benefit them. وأرشد يرشد.
أرشد past tense, like أسلم.
أرشد yeah. وأرشدهم إلى عبادة الله وحده. And he instructed them to worship Allah alone.
Arshada, you can also say guided them.
Guided them
yeah, or yeah, directed them
or
to the
directed
worship.
them to
Because
worship of Allah
rashada,
alone.
the root letters rushd, rashada, means to guide, to physically
Okay.
guide somebody. Like you have the word Rashid, the name Rashid is a rightly guided person. Same root letters.
So Arshada means he directed or guided
Yes,
his to worship Allah alone.
yes.
وقد اجتهد نوح في دعوته. اجتهد means and he had Nuh had struggled in his calling, in his invitation.
Yeah, you can say invitation in
Was
his da'wah, in his
in his
calling.
da'wah.
Yeah.
وسلك وسلك في تفكير قومه okay, sorry.
Really?
سلك is oops.
To
Sister
continue,
Ilham,
to persist. So he persisted.
okay, Salaka is to he persisted. Salaka, Sister Ilham?
Yes, salaka.
وسلك في تذكير قومه
Tashkeel.
الأساليب. تذكير قومه الأساليب أساليب.
Mm.
And he persisted in reminding his nation. Asalib is the styles and directs.
Yeah, but in this context, it means like ways or manners. And yeah, so he persisted in reminding his people the ways, like the true ways, the true manners, if you will. What same
In
thing
true
basically.
والطرق and the different
Turuqa?
and the ways
Yeah,
جميعها altogether.
yes,
And the ways جميعها.
yes, jami'aha.
Now, Sister Ilham, I was confused here. He directed in reminding his nation true ways and the Asaliba. I'm sorry, the Turuk, I got it.
Hmm.
But Asaliba, how would to say?
It's the same thing. It's just manners and ways. Like it's asaliba and turuqa in this context. It just means the same thing. Like he persisted in reminding them the right ways and the manner and the right ways and the right ways. I mean, it sounds weird, but you know sometimes how you use synonyms. This is kind of
Yeah.
like how they're just using synonyms for. There could be a slight difference, but he's just saying that he persisted in reminding them the ways and the paths. You could say something like that. The ways and the paths.
Ways and the paths.
All the
Okay.
yeah, all the ways and all the paths, basically.
Okay, that is correct. Yeah. بتذكير قومه الأساليب والطرق جميعها. جميعها is like all of it.
Yes. Here is a ta'kid. Jami'a is acting as a tawkid. So it's stressing the fact that all of them.
Okay, okay. Should I continue?
I don't know. Let's see if somebody else wants to do that.
Sister Ilham, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Sister Ilham, what kind of word is turuka here?
Turuqa is the jama is the plural of tariq. Tariq is a path. So turuq is the plural, which means paths.
Okay.
Same thing with asalib. Uslub is one style, one path, one manner, one way. But asalib is plural, so ways.
Okay, jazakallah khair.
Yes. And I'm
Yeah,
seeing
I'm
here,
sure we have this Asaliba styles and dialects, different styles.
yes,
Actually.
different styles, different dialects, different ways, different manners. So you find like Arabic words are not just used in one particular way, like you'd find it being used in different ways. And so you just have to figure out how is it being used here. So that's also it's expanding our vocabulary in that sense, because now we are seeing different ways of how one word is being used in different contexts.
Okay. So, Sister Ilham, he directed in reminding his nation all the different, all the ways and paths.
Yes. So basically, he did
And
everything. Like he tried this and tried that. And you know, in the Quran, it says, you know, I called to them in secret and in public, and I went to them individually, and I went to them publicly. And he basically, Noah did everything he could in his power for 950 years, you can imagine. he's doing everything. He tried this path and this way and this style and this, different kinds of styles and ways that he tried. Actually,
This
asalib
Jamia,
styles can also work. Yeah.
sorry. This Jamia is basically a conjunction of preposition which it should have a ha with it.
Basically the ha goes back to the paths and the ways and
Asalib. Yeah.
the styles. Yeah. So you find the aid normally it comes back. We know we learned the aid in Ism Mawsul and Silatul Mawsul, but the aid also comes in different areas. Like you can see it when in compound sifa, you see it coming back. You would see it in, I think, ishtighal, it comes back. In different concepts, it keeps coming back. So the idea is just to tell you that this is connected to this too. Like the ha is going back to this concept, is adding stress to this concept. Like
Okay.
what it
Okay.
tells you what is it's related to basically.
Okay. Sure. فدعاهم ليلا
I think
ونهارا.
somebody else wants to try, so let's give them a chance.
No problem.
Who do we have here? Let's see. Yes, Saima.
بسم الله. فدعاهم ليلا ونهارا.
دعاهم. So دعا.
دعا. فدعا.
Yes.
فدعاهم ليلا ونهارا سرا وعلانية. So he called them night and day, secretly and openly. فلم تغني تلك الدعوة عنهم شيئا. So that calling or that invitation did not benefit them, anhum, to them, even a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So here, anhum, you don't have to really translate it. You can say that calling did not benefit them at all. Like it's just adding stress. So you can, or basically means from anything. Did not benefit. So anhum just benefit them. Shay'an, anything. Yeah.
So they did not
sometimes
get benefited with that call.
Yes.
Okay.
Sister Ilham?
Yes.
So here Tugni. So Tugni here, what does this word mean?
So this word comes from aghna.
Yeah, so Agna, independent, right?
Yes, independent, but also to become rich, to enrich. So ghina, like this root means independent, like free of need. So if you're free of need, that means you're rich. Yeah, so that's how it came to be used. So aghna, to make someone rich. So lam tughni da'wa, the da'wa did not enrich them, did not make them rich in anything. That's basically the literal translation.
Yeah.
So Ghana Yogni is also to enrich or satisfy, right? So, but that is lazim, that it is for oneself.
Yes, for yourself. Aghna, somebody else.
So here it means this is nafis aghna, right? It's nafis aghna.
Yes.
Quote, family quote. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, because it has a maf'ul, like it's enriching them. The da'wah did not enrich them in anything. So it's not you becoming rich.
Yes, good.
All right.
Should I continue?
Yes.
إذ قابلوها بالاستكبار والجهود. They.
Sorry, I get it. Okay. Yeah. Ikbar wal juhud.
So they met it, means the calling, with arrogance and denial. How will fit it over here? When they met.
Yeah, basically they responded to it. That's kind of what it means. Like if I meet something, like I'm responding to it. Like you give me something and I meet it with something else. Like it's like a response. So I think it's easier to just translate it as they responded with arrogance and rejection or denial.
Okay.
Again, you see how Arabic words are being used. The literal meaning is to meet, but basically to like respond to it. That's the meaning
And
that it's being.
it is not translated, sister.
What?
إذ
If.
إذ قابلوها.
You. It's قبلوها. They. I think in this case, I'm trying to think how you translate it, because you can't really
No,
say
I think
when
it
they
is
met it.
the sentence is continuing. I read half. The next fa is there. So when they met it with this, and then they used to do this. فَقَانُوا يُغْلَقُونَ عَذَانِهِمْ. So when they met it with the arrogance and the denial, they used to close. No, they used to
No,
close their.
I think this is just a new sentence, and that's a new sentence. Like
Oh,
this is kind of like explaining further how they met it, how the kind of istikbar and juhud that they had. So here, I think this is just. I will research further on this if you have an if that opens closes, like it just introduces a sentence. But I feel like this is what is happening here. It's not really translated. Like they just met it with arrogance and rejection.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I continue?
Yes.
لئلا يسمعوا دعوت
فكانوا
فكانوا يغلقون آذانهم.
so أغلق يغلق.
يغلقون.
Yes.
They used to close their ears. لئلا يسمعوا دعوته. So that they do not listen to his invitation.
Exactly.
فضلا عن اتهامهم له بالكذب.
So this is, so let's look at this word first. So this is اقترب يقترب اقترابا. So it will be اتهم يتهم اتهاما is the masdar from family 8. So because here there's sort of like double taz, so that's why you have a shadda. There's a fusion that happened. اتهم يتهم.
Please tell the meaning also. I don't know. To show
اتهم,
interest, right?
not show interest, accuse someone.
Oh, ilzam, ittiham.
Yes.
No, actually, in MSA it is ittiham. We have this one to point at, to indicate, or to show into something. It is there. Yeah.
اتهام.
Yeah, we have in MSA as well. Ittihama.
But in this case, it's accusation, and even like we read in advanced texts, they use it to mean accusation, like to accuse somebody. But I will check if they use it also to
No, I
point.
might be wrong, sister. I might be wrong. I don't. Yeah, because you know better than this one. So
I could also be wrong. I mean, I make a lot of mistakes too. So yeah, but to me, just it I think the context here, accusation fits better than just pointing out, because they actually, yeah, it's a master. اتهم يتهم اتهاما, like اقترب يقترب اقترابا. Okay. And if somebody knows any better, please feel free to correct us, because we're all learning together. Okay, so you can start again from fatherland so that we connect it better up to this comma here.
Fadlan.
There's another word that is ihtimam. This is ittiham.
Yes, ihtimam is to show concern, to care. This is ittiham. Yes, you're right. Maybe we're confusing those two words. Yes, it is accusation. Yeah, I know these words sometimes when they're so close together like this, it can be very confusing. Yeah. اهتم يهتم اهتماما. That's a different irregularity. That's a different root letters from this one. Different meaning, of course. Okay. Go on, Saima.
فضلا عن اتهامهم له بالكذب والجنون.
Yes. بالكذب
Then
والجنون.
used to accuse him with
Mhm.
lying and madness, or like
Yeah.
he's crazy. But fadlan, how I'll translate fadlan?
Preferring to. فضلا عن. Preferring to. It's a hal in this case. Or you can say as they prefer. You know, sometimes hal we translate as we use the word as, or we can
Yes.
use ing for hal. So I prefer to use ing in this case. So فضلا عن اتهامهم, preferring their accusation of him with lies and madness, and basically calling him crazy. Yeah.
It
So
can also addition in
Yeah, in addition to, yes. Fadlan, in addition. I am not so sure about that. I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to check that.
Mr. Ilham, this lam is married to ittihama?
Yes. Let me see.
Accusing
No.
him with lie and kadhabi.
I am not so sure. Maybe I will check that. Not so sure if it is married to the word or it's just a muta'alliq, like. But ittiham. I'll check that. I can't really say. I don't know some letters, some words that are married to which letters. So I can't really say for sure. Or maybe if somebody can be able to check that as well and find out if ittiham comes with lam.
Okay.
All right.
So it is kasbi, or like the zal has a sukun or a kasra? Kazibi or kasbi?
Kadhib. With a
Kadhib.
kasra.
Zal has
Yeah.
a kasra. Okay.
Yeah.
ثم أوحى. I can't say. ثم أوحى الله إلى
Nabi.
نبيه. Then Allah inspired his prophet بصنع السفينة. I don't know this. Thinking of how to make a boat.
Yes, so Allah inspired his prophet to construct, to make, to manufacture all those words. Sun'ah can mean any one of those words. So Allah inspired his prophet to make a boat, or to construct, to build a ship. In this case, a safina is a ship. It's a big boat. Yeah, safina. So it's not just some small boat.
فصنعها, so he built it. رغم سخر المشركين. سخرية. I don't know the meaning of سخرية.
So this is mockery, or to basically to belittle somebody. To, I think mockery is best word I can think of. They were mocking him, so sukhriya, sakhira, to mock somebody. So sukhriya is the master. Raghma means despite. Sakhara is a different word. Sakhara is to subdue. It comes from the same root letters. You can actually see how the connection. Sakhara is to make somebody come down, to belittle somebody, to put something down. Sakhara from the family two, basically it's muta'addi. You make somebody come down. But sakhira is to make fun of someone, to mock someone. Yeah. So there's that kind of different meaning.
So رغم سخرية المشركين من قومه منه.
Yes.
In spite of mockery of disbelievers from his nation. قومه منه.
Of him, basically. Like, I know there's a lot of, it doesn't make sense in English, but all they're saying is despite the mockery of the disbelievers the disbelievers of his people, of him. Like it's a weird. But basically they were mocking him. That's what that's what this whole sentence. Despite their mockery of him. Yeah.
وانتظرا
Inta,
وانتظرا
inta, like inqalaba or
وان
ittaraba. In it's madi.
وانتظر
Yes.
وانتظر
Yes.
وانتظر أمر الله إليه. So he waited for the command of Allah for him.
Yeah, up to him.
بركوب بركوب السفينة
ركوب ركب يركب
riding
ركوبا.
to embark the ship
Yes.
مع من آمن بدعوته along with the one who surrendered to his invitation or
Or you can say believed. Amana.
believed in his invitation.
Yeah.
بالإضافة إلى زوجين من كل نوع من
Okay.
ال I'll translate this. In addition to wives from pets. Sorry.
See how words are being used? Yes, you know, you're making corrections. Yes.
In addition to pairs from each نوع
No.
no
نوعين.
species
Yes. Kinds, species.
من الكائنات from the الحيات
Yeah.
among the living kainat. Kainat, what do we say?
Creatures, you could say, or
Universe? Living creatures.
yeah, living creatures, we can just say. So كان يكون كونا كائنات is the plural. So living beings or living creatures, any one of that is fine.
ووقع ذلك بأمر من الله حين فتحت السماء فتحت السماء فتحت السماء
Yeah.
بالماء. Okay. وقع is to place.
Yeah.
وقع is to
Or to happen. وضع is to place. وقع to happen, to occur.
So that occurred with the command from Allah when skies open with water. Al-munhamirun. Al-munhamiri. No, sorry. Bil-ma'i al-mun. It will be the sifa of water. What type
Yes.
of rain it was?
Yes.
Al-mun. No. But I cannot. The meaning of it, I cannot
Pouring.
get it.
Like it's pouring with a lot of just like pouring.
Heavy
That's
rain.
the meaning. Munhamir, to pour.
Al-Azizi, a great pouring.
Ghaziri.
Ghaziri. Oh, gha, not
So this
ayn.
is pouring. And this is abundant. So it's also sifa. So you could say abundantly pouring. Like with a lot of water, basically.
فتفجرت الأرض
تعلم.
تفجرت الأرض ينا
I think
جاهدة.
masajida, but masajida is not the best example. Fawa'ila is the pattern. I can't think of a word.
بيعة.
Yanabi'a.
بيعة. So the earth opened, right? فجرت.
Yes.
Janabia, like rivers, or Ayun is the lake, the springs.
So both
Yanabia.
these words, both Yanabi', which is the plural for Yanbu'. Yanbu' is singular, Yanabi' is plural. Ain is singular, Uyun is plural. So both Yanabi' and Uyun, they mean springs. maybe there are subtle differences. I didn't get a chance to really see which mawadi'. Yes, yeah, but I was looking for a pattern that is not, you know, mafa'i, like with a meme in the beginning, like not a dharf type of pattern. Anyway, if I remember, then I'll tell you. But anyway, so I was saying yanabi' and uyun, they both mean springs. I didn't get a chance to really look at the intricate differences between both words, and both words are actually used in the Quran as well. So I don't know in what context one is used, but I think briefly maybe one is smaller and one is bigger, or maybe one is underground, one is on top of the ground, something like that. There's subtle differences between yanabi' and uyun, but just know that both of them, they mean springs. So basically, yeah.
It was a 10-1 call. Somebody else can please take it.
Okay, okay. Who else wants to continue? Is there anybody else who wants to participate? Saima has to take a call, so.
Can I?
Okay,
Can I?
I can.
Okay, Hamid, you can go on.
Just a minute. I will.
It's only like 2 sentences left, or like 3. I don't know. Hamid, are you able to do it?
Sorry. Yeah, I can actually.
Okay, bismillah. All right.
From where?
We can.
Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. فالتقى.
فالتقى الماء. I think so.
Yes.
فالتقى الماء على هيئة. I think so. هيئة. Okay. على هيئة عظيمة.
Yes.
So هيئة, what does it mean?
So hay'a means form, appearance. It's one of also those words that are used in different ways, like asalib, like turuq. Same words, like hay'a means form or shape or appearance, outward stuff. So basically in this sentence they're saying فَالْتَقَى الْمَاءُ عَلَى هَيْئَةٍ عَظِيمَةٍ. The water, it met in a great foam, like the water from above and the water from below. So we just said فُتِحَتِ السَّمَاءُ بِالْمَاءِ الْمُنْهَمِرِ. The water that is pouring from above, from the sama, and the water that is gushing from the earth, they met together in a great form or in a great shape.
They became actually. Faltaqa is the kind of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Watufani mahibin.
Yes.
I think so.
Tufanu.
Tufan. Okay. Okay. Watufanu mahibin. And then I think أغرق القوم المشركين بالله.
Yeah.
والنجي نوح عليه السلام ومن آمن معه.
Exactly. All right. Mahibin means awful, terrible, like something bad. So an awful flood, tufan, is also one of those words. Like it's the same word for typhoon. It's also the same word for flood. I mean, you can actually see where typhoon comes from, tufan. That's where it came from. Yeah. So in this case, flood, because it's not really a typhoon. It's more of a flood. Yeah. So a horrible. Yes.
Sorry, I'm sorry. فَأَلْتَقَى is لَقِيَ يَلْقَى. This one, أَلْتَقَى. What is this?
التقى يلتقي. So this is ماضي التقى. So the fa is just fa to begin a sentence, like استئناف, like to introduce a clause.
This is اقترب family?
Yes, اقترب.
Okay. I was family for somehow. Okay. فَإِلْتَقَى, it is not أَلْتَقَى.
Yeah, التقى.
But it will be always in a lazim sense, right? I think so.
Yeah, because
that's why it helps me to make the ma is marfu'. Yeah.
What is the meaning of it? It met?
the water met. Like the water from above and the water from below met in a great form. Yeah. To iltaqa, to meet. Okay. Yeah, so that's basically it. I don't know if there are any questions. Okay. So that's our story of Nuh. Maybe I'm just gonna do a quick read of the whole thing, and then we can see what else next to do. So قصة نوح عليه السلام. يعد نوح عليه السلام أول رسول أرسل إلى الناس، وهو أحد أولي العزم من الرسل، إذ لبث في دعوة قومه إلى توحيد الله 1000 سنة إلا 50 عاما، ودعاهم إلى ترك عبادة الأصنام التي لا تملك لهم ضرا ولا نفعا، وأرشدهم إلى عبادة الله وحده. وقد اجتهد نوح في دعوته وسلك في تذكير قومه الأساليب والطرق جميعها، فدعاهم ليلا ونهارا سرا وعلانية، فلم تغني تلك الدعوة عنهم شيئا، إذ قابلوها بالاستكبار والجحود، فكانوا يغلقون آذانهم لئلا يسمعوا دعوته، فضلا عن اتهامهم له بالكذب والجنون. ثم أوحى الله إلى نبيه بصنع السفينة، فصنعها رغم سخرية المشركين من قومه منه، وانتظر أمر الله إليه بركوب السفينة مع من آمن بدعوته، بالإضافة إلى زوجين من كل نوع من الكائنات الحية. ووقع ذلك بأمر من الله حين فتحت السماء بالماء المنهمر الغزير، وتفجرت الأرض ينابيع وعيونا، فالتقى الماء على هيئة عظيمة، وطوفان مهيب أغرق القوم المشركين بالله، ونجي نوح عليه السلام ومن آمن معه. So that is the story of Nuh alayhi salam that we are all familiar with. We know the story very well, alhamdulillah. Now it's just a reminder and just to be able to get, oops.
Sister
Okay.
Ilham, this Nujia, it's Najaha, it's a passive form.
Nujia, yes, it's passive. This is passive.
Passive of Najaha, right?
Najja.
Najja. So
Yes.
this ya here, what it means, what it predicts, it's a pronoun, attached pronoun?
No. So this is naqis.
Okay.
It's family 2. Najja. It ends in an alif maqsura. So najja yunajji tanjiyatan fahuwa munajjin. Then when it comes to the passive, it's going to be nujjiya. Nujjiya yunajji.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the meaning of Nujjiya?
To
To
rescue.
succeed?
To
To
rescue.
rescue. To rescue, okay.
Naja, you're talking about Naja.
Yeah.
Naja, yeah, so that one is family 1.
Yeah.
This is family 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jazakallah.
Any other questions?
So this story is, I see that the writer used the same kind of word which Allah used in the Quran, in some context, like Laylan wa Nahara, Nujjiya, like that.
Yeah.
Because somewhere Allah, sorry to interrupt, somewhere Allah used that Anjana, so that's what I think. I think in his story he used Najjana, I think so, and that's why here is Nujjiya. Maybe.
Yeah, it could be. Most of these stories you find, because they come from the Quran, that's our main source for these stories. So you'll find that even the language is the language of the Quran, some of it.
Yeah. Illa the what's called Alf Sana illa Khamsin. I think this same way. Yeah.
Yeah, he could have said 950 years, but he decided to say Alfa sanatin illa khamsina aam.
Illa Khamsina aam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good point. Yeah. All right. Any other comments or questions or anything else before we can end? Right. I think we can end there. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم guys.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.